Hello, students. I am here to present before you a session, a lecture on economic and medicinal botany. That is the title of the paper, and the paper code is BOD 103. My name is Seema V. Kamath, Associate Professor, PSRSN College of Arts and Science, Farmagudi, Ponda, Goa. In this lecture of mine today, I am going to speak about general account of economically important plants. That is the title of the unit from your paper. Under that, I will be presenting the module, that is identification, brief botanical description, cultivation practices and utilization of millets. And the millet which I am going to talk about today is ragi, what we call as natsani. Module number 5. What are we going to study, or what is the outline of this module? Under this module, you will be studying following things: identification, description, cultivation, and uses of ragi. At the end of the module, the learning outcomes will be: helps identify millets, provides brief description of ragi as a millet, sheds light on cultivation practices, helps to understand the uses. Let us briefly see how we identify or how we separate the millet, or what are its characteristics which can separate it out from a cereal, major cereal. Millets are large number of cultivated grasses. Note, my students, cultivated grasses when I say, because there are grasses which are called as weeds, uncultivated grasses. So this is cultivated grasses with very small seeds, also referred as small grained cereals. Tropical millets include bajra and ragi. When I say tropical millets, meaning it is in the tropics. It is cultivated in India. 30 million acres in India fall under millets. Most of them are of short duration. Let us see its identification or classification, what we call as. That is, let us see what is its generic name, species name. It belongs to division angiosperms. When I say angiosperms, flowering plant. Class Monocotyledons. Since it's a grass, it is belonging to class Monocotyledons. It is belonging to family Gramineae or Poaceae. Gramineae is a grass family, or also now referred as Poaceae. Genus Eleusine, species Coracana linnae. Let us throw a light, or let us just have a look at its botanical description. Ragi is also known as African millet, one of the ancient minor millets of India. Eleusine Coracana linnae is annual, cultivated in India. When I say annual, meaning completing its life cycle in 1 year. There are plants which we refer as biennial or perennial. So once it produces the seed, the plant dies off. Plant is a tall tufted grass, attain height of 4 feet. It has fibrous roots. Note, my students, fibrous roots, flattened stem, inflorescence spike, bears many spikelets. Fruit is similar to caryopsis. Seeds small, rounded, dull red in color. What are the cultivation practices? The rain-fed crop is grown from May to August or July to November. Note my students, rain-fed crop meaning it is grown during the rainy season. Hence, it is grown or sowing is done from May to August or July to November. And the irrigated crop is grown all the year round, particularly in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. When I say irrigated crop, meaning artificial irrigation is required. There is no need of rain. Hence the difference, rain-fed crop and irrigated crop. So irrigated crop can be grown throughout the year. Whenever you want to grow the plant, you can use irrigation and grow it. But if you are depending upon the natural rainfall, then it can be called as a rain-fed crop and grown only during May to August or July to November when there is peak. A clean and smooth bed is needed for growth, a good growth. The land is prepared by ploughing after the harvest of the previous crop, meaning the field must have used by the farmer for some other crop. So once that crop is harvested, you cannot directly start growing the millet. After harvested, the field has to be ploughed. That is why the land is prepared by ploughing after the harvest of the previous crop. This is followed by another 2 or 3 ploughings after the start of rains. So before rains it is ploughed. Once the rain starts, once the soil becomes moist or there is sufficient moisture in the soil, it has to be again ploughed for 2 to 3 times. Ragi is sown in lines or broadcast or by way of drilling. 4 to 5 week old seedlings are usually transplanted in lines which are 10 inches apart and slots of 3 centimeters deep. It is one of the hardiest crop, can grow under conditions of low rainfall and severe drought. It is a kharif as well as rabi crop. The crop matures in thereof 5 months. The plants are cut close to the ground, tied into bundles which are stacked to dry. The grains is threshed out either by beating the bundles with stakes or treading them under the feet of oxen or by working a stone roller over them. In some parts of India, particularly in Tamil Nadu, the crop does not ripen simultaneously. They are collected as they mature. The grain is free from insects and can be stored for a long time, even up to 50 years. New and improved varieties are being developed by the Indian Agricultural Institutes. Let us just go quickly through the uses. The grains are usually converted into flour and used in variety of food preparations like cakes, porridge, puddings. Ragi is specially recommended as a wholesome food for diabetic patients. Ragi grain is used in malting and brewing. Ragi straw is nutritious fodder for cattle. These are few references which I have used for this preparation. Thank you.